they have, because when I did the last video, I was saying I wasn't sure if they might hold off on the strike because of Hurricane Helene. They went on strike at midnight on the 1st. And so right now, you're not going to feel the effects this first week just because a lot of stores had stocked up. But they're not playing. They're not playing at all. We're going to watch the interview from the union president. He's done a lot of interviews concerning the longshoremen and what they go through. Like, it's a very hard job. It's a lot that is entailed with this job. And so one of the things that they're asking for is that they don't want their jobs taken over by automation, because on the West Coast there are already docks that are fully automated, and at least 800 workers have lost their jobs. So they're trying to prevent automation. He also wants a 77% raise over the next 6 years. Now, the problem is a lot of people feel like, well, they're being greedy because a lot of longshoremen, they make about $100,000 a year. They say that the president of the union, Harold Daggett, he makes $1 million a year. Okay, and that's fine. But the companies who have them unloading all of these shipping containers, they're making billions. And they're not sharing any of that money with these hardworking men. So he did an interview with Fox News, and he kind of clocked their tea. It was kind of funny. So we're going to watch this interview. And I've watched all of his interviews, even before this strike situation. I went back, because he's been talking about change in the longshoreman trade for years. Like, he's one of those union presidents. He has his people's back. It is a very, very dangerous job. It really is. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this really quick here, to this interview. Give me just a second.
Over the weekend,
Secretary of Labor Julie Sue has been terrific. She's knocking down doors. She's trying to stop this. She's trying to get us to a meeting where we can have a fair negotiations. It's the companies that don't want to. They don't want to sit here and be fair. So that's why we're out here fighting for our livelihood.
What more from the automations you want? What more protections could there be?
What more?
Yeah, they have language in there now.
Not strong enough. Because what happens is they come in with new technology. We just caught them in Mobile, Alabama, called Autogate. And that means the trucks are coming in and they're already checked in somewhere else and not using the checkers in the ILA. Circumventing the contract, they don't care. They don't care. It's not fair. And if we don't put our foot down now, they would like to run over us, and we're not going to allow that.
You are going to grind the economy to a halt here on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast.
No, not us. They are. Don't spin it now, because you're Fox News. They're going to drive it.
But are you worried? Are you worried that this strike...
They have the capital to settle this thing.
Are you worried that this strike is going to hurt the everyday American, the farmers that need to reach the export market? They're telling me that they're going to hurt them.
Now I'm starting to realize who the longshoremen are, right? Nobody cares. People never gave a about us until now, when they finally realized that the chain is being broke now. Cars won't come in, food won't come in, clothing won't come in. You know how many people depend on our jobs? Half the world. And it's time for them, it's time for Washington to put so much pressure on them to take care of us, because we took care of them, and we're here 135 years and brought them where they are today, and they don't want to share.
All right, so if y'all don't know about the union president, definitely do your research on him. He does not play. He does not play about his men. And, you know, a lot of people are saying, well, they're being greedy. They're holding America hostage. You have to understand, like, this is why I always, if you guys have been on my stream, if you guys have been T-Sippers for a long time, this is why I always show so much love to, like, my truckers. You know, I have a big trucker community that watches me. You know, to the people in the trades, because these are hard jobs, and these are jobs that make the world go round. A lot of people do not realize how things get to us. You know, we take for granted that when we're on Amazon and we place an order and it's here within, 24 hours because we all have Prime, we take for granted that somebody had to unload that barge. When those shipping containers come in from China, coming from Europe, somebody has to go into it and unload it. And they're doing this 24 hours a day, 24/7, 365. They don't get breaks. When everything was shut down during C-19, when the world shut down, most businesses shut down and folks were getting PPP loans and were scamming, they never shut down. They had to work all through the pandemic. The truckers never shut down. They had to work. The stock boys at the stores, because my son was stocking at that time. He was an essential worker and having to stock shelves. They never stopped working. And during COVID, these companies made billions because everybody was home. Everybody was shopping online. Amazon made billions. All of these companies made billions of dollars. So what they're asking for their fair share. They let it ride. And their contract was coming up because they have 6-year contracts. And so he was saying in one of the interviews that in Europe, how they pay their dock workers and their longshoremen, all the money that they made during COVID and stuff like that, they were able to pay everybody's salary. Like they doubled everybody's salary. They gave them like, I think each dock worker got like an additional 50 grand or something like that. I don't know, but they like literally doubled their salaries, like as a thank you for working so hard. In America, they made billions, and the people who like ran the businesses, they kept all that money. They just kept it. They kept it for themselves. That was their bonus.